Welcome, focus learners, to today's explainer. Get ready because we are about to set the stage for a truly mind-bending journey. Today, we're connecting the intricate, microscopic world of cellular biology to a grand cosmic equation outlined in our source material. We're going to look at the machinery of life, specifically the ribosome, not just as a biological mechanism, but as a traversal engine that maps perfectly onto a profound philosophical and topological framework. Honestly, you're going to see the blueprint of life in a completely new light. Let's get started.
Okay, let's dive right into this. What if your cells are actually running a cosmic equation? The sources we're exploring today describe a topological model called the dual caustic universe, and it operates on a very specific rhythmic formula, 2 to 3 to 2 to 7. It's described as a breathing engine, and the fascinating premise here is that this exact sequence, this cosmic breath, is operating inside you right now, at the molecular level.
Section 1, the cosmic molecular engine.
To really understand this engine, we have to look at the universe through a dual lens. So, on the left, we have the I9 field. Think of this as the realm of the hidden container, the wave, the integral. And in biology, this perfectly represents the mRNA. It holds the pure information. Then on the right, we have the D10 field. This is the manifest world, the particle, the physical output, which biologically is the polypeptide chain. Basically, one is the invisible blueprint and the other is the tangible reality. And this brilliantly illustrates how we bridge the gap between those two fields. It maps our tangible cellular mechanics perfectly onto this grand topological equation. The mRNA is that I9 hidden container of information, right? And the polypeptide chain is the D10 manifest output. But what exactly connects them? The ribosome. In this framework, the ribosome occupies the T3 node. That's the crucial trial state that safely translates the hidden wave into a physical particle without collapsing the whole system.
Section 2, I9, the hidden container.
So, in our framework, the mRNA acts as the I9 field. By definition, this is a closed, continuous, wave-held message. The absolute key takeaway here is that this message exists in its entirety before any single part of it is ever expressed. It's totally non-local to the reading head of the ribosome. Think of it like a completely integral container of continuous time, like calculus represented in biology, just waiting to be traversed. It holds the entire story before the reading even begins. This quote from the source material captures the profound nature of this state so well. The corpus complete before the reader moves through it sequentially. Just think about that for a second. The entire book of genetic instruction exists, perfectly preserved and complete, before the cellular reader ever steps up to process it. The whole absolutely must exist before the parts can manifest.
Section 3, T3, the trial state.
Now pay attention to the rhythm of this action because it's wild. The ribosome carries no continuous rate at all. It doesn't advance smoothly. It jumps frame to frame. It executes one discrete trial per codon, converting a closed container into a finite instant. It halts, it decides, and it moves. It is a strict, disciplined engine of traversal. There's no smooth sailing here. It's discrete.
Inside this jump is a beautiful 3-beat rhythm that marks the T3 trial state. Step 1, codon recognition. This is the local match, establishing the self. Step 2, tRNA docking. This requires paired complementarity, which establishes the relational bond, or family. Step 3, peptide bond formation. This is the union, the completion, which is characterized in the source text's topological chain of Abraham as love. It's incredible. This cold biochemistry perfectly echoes that cosmic 3-beat progression.
We can also frame this biochemical rhythm as a literal dual breath, operating on the cosmic principles of yumsik in your cell. On the left, you have the grasp. The anticodon seizes the codon. On the right, the release. It transfers the residue and exits. The ribosome never holds the whole message at once, because doing so would completely collapse the system. It inhales one triplet, it exhales one residue. Grasp and release.
The source text ties this triplet reading to a concept called the 3 darknesses. A codon's fixed triplet frame acts as the minimum opaque decision block before the next frame can open. Think of it as a tiny secure bridge. It safely carries the hidden I9 container into the manifest D10 instant, just 3 letters at a time, without exposing or collapsing the entire message all at once. It's a perfect fail-safe.
Section 4, D10, the manifest output.
So the crucial point here is that this growing polypeptide chain is local, sequential, and finite. It is literally energy mass precipitating out of the hidden hole. You have to remember, this chain is not the message itself. It's the physical manifestation of that message, synthesized residue by residue, action by action, dropping right into physical reality. And this staged embodiment doesn't just happen at the microscopic level. It builds into a massive macro parallel. An organism grows phase by phase, from a nutfa or drop to an alaka or clot to a mudga or lump, eventually closing in a threshold crossing into a categorically new state. Ribosomal chain growth and embryonic stage growth are the exact same topological accretion engine, just running at two folded scales of reality. And like any sequence, it has absolute brackets holding it together. On the left, the start codon, AUG. In the text's framework, this is kun, the command that opens the local reading frame. On the right, the stop codon. Fascinatingly, this encodes no physical residue at all. It is pure closure, fayakun. It's the signal that releases the completed chain, the 7-node closure returning the sequence to a home state of completed unity. Section 5, the optional GRIC.
Now we arrive at the philosophical climax of the explainer. Consider the absolute determinism of your cells. The ribosome runs this engine without pause. It cannot refuse the frame it's given. It cannot half-grip a codon, or drift, or negotiate. It occupies its T3 trial state by pure structural necessity. Every single cell in your body perfectly, automatically obeys this cosmic equation because it simply has no alternative. It's compelled. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the source texts introduce a profound shift with a specific command from chapter 19, verse 12. Take the book with strength. This isn't just a historical command. It's spoken to Yahya or John as a child. It represents wisdom given at the origin point, a life granted, not inherited. In this framework, it introduces the profound concept of choice into the cosmic equation. It represents a grip that is requested rather than mechanically forced. And here is the ultimate realization presented by the text. The only node in this entire cosmic circuit where obedience is optional is human consciousness, built from a reader, not a ribosome. The compelled, deterministic, automatic grip of our cellular biology is made optional, it is made moral, and it is personally addressed to us as conscious beings. Which leaves us with this final, lingering thought to walk away with today. Right now, every single ribosome in your body is taking its instruction book with total strength, no hesitation, translating the hidden into the manifest flawlessly. As the conscious reader in this cosmic framework, the question is, when does the grip become yours? Think on that. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.